Hello everyone, my name is Thulani Mjikwa. I am your maths facilitator at MSI. Let's look at question 2. 4-digit codes not beginning with 0, then that is a restriction, are to be constructed from the set of digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 0. Then in our sample space we have 9 digits and we are constructing the 4-digit codes. Okay. 2.1. How many 4-digit codes can be constructed if repetition of digit is allowed? So to do this, what do we need initially? So we are constructing a 4-digit code. Then therefore we need how many? 4 dashes. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the first one is saying how many 4-digit codes can be constructed if repetition of digit is allowed. Remember, we are having 9 digits in our sample space. Okay, in our sample space we are having 9 digits that we are going to use, but there is a restriction there that says not beginning with 0. Okay, so what we need to do now, when we want a digit to place in the first position, we are not considering 0, meaning that we remove 0 from our sample space and look on the 8 remaining digits. So for us to get a digit to be placed in this position, first position, we are looking at 8 digits. Then therefore we are putting 8 here. So, and also says the repetition of digit is allowed, meaning that now the 0, the condition was saying not beginning with 0, so that when we look for this position we just put 0 aside. Then now how many digits are left now in our sample space? Is that 8 digits plus 0. Now we are considering 0 for other positions. So we are looking now at the digits that we are having in our sample space. And also here we are looking at the digits that we are having in our sample space, meaning that this is 9 digits. And also here we are looking at all digits that we are having in our sample space, because they said repetition of digits is allowed. Now what is 8 times 9 times 9 times 9? Then therefore this becomes 5,832. So we'll be having 5,832 codes whereby the repetition of digits is allowed and a code does not start with 0. Question 2.2. How many 4-digit codes can be constructed if repetition of digit is not allowed? Now we need 4 dashes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not beginning with 0, meaning that we are not considering 0 in this case for the first position. So we are looking at 8 digits. How many digits left now? Is 7 digits. And then we take that 0, we put aside back. How many digits are we looking at now? We are looking at 8 digits to get that digit for the second position. Remember, the first digit has been placed, the second digit has been placed. How many digits left now in our sample space? We are having 7. 3 digits can have been placed. How many digits left now? Is 6. Then therefore, because in this case they were saying repetition of digits is not allowed, then therefore we are having now 2,688 4-digit codes that can be constructed in the case whereby the repetition of digit is not allowed and a digit must not start with a 0 digit. Okay, that was 2.2. Coming to 2.3, calculate the probability of constructing a 4-digit code that is divisible by 5 and the repetition of digit is allowed. So a code has got 4 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the code must not start with a 0. So we are looking at how many digits? We are looking at 8 digits. Okay, then that's the first condition. The other condition, the code must be divisible by 5. So in order for a code to be divisible by 5, that code must end with either a 5 or a 0. Then therefore there are only 2 digits that can occupy this position. It's either a 5 or a 5 or 0. So if a number ends with 5 or that number ends with 0, then therefore that number is divisible by 5. Then repetition of digit is allowed. Then now for these positions, now we are looking at all digits in our sample space. Then therefore putting your multiplication sign between the dashes. Then what do we get? How many codes are we going to get? Then 8 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 2. Then this gives us 1296 codes. Then but the question was saying what is the probability? Then the probability becomes 1296 divided by the first one, which is where the repetition of digit was allowed, which is 5832. So 1296 divided by 5832, which becomes, then our probability becomes 2/9. Thank you so much.